Live from the Arlen Horton Sports Center Arena, I'm Stephen Bell. Alongside with me is Noah Ferry. I want to welcome you to tonight's game. PCC Eagles are taking on the Trinity Eagles. If you're tuning in and missed the first game, PCC Lady Eagles beat the Trinity Eagles 69-37. But tonight's the men's game, and we have an exciting game for us tonight, Noah.
Yeah, it's going to be a great matchup for the Eagles. Fresh off a solid victory last night against Johnson University of Florida. Another big region matchup. Definitely been a little bit of a disappointing season in the wins and losses, but ultimately the Eagles kind of have a chance in conference to make a dent and potentially set themselves up with a good seed for regionals and maybe a chance to advance past that. So it should be a good matchup tonight. Excited for the game. We're going to go ahead and give you a chance to meet some of our Eagles, and we'll be back in a couple minutes.
And there you have it. That's the lineup and starters and the bench for PCC Eagles. A lot of familiar faces as well as incoming freshmen. A lot of exciting opportunities there with the freshmen. A lot of good things to see. As tonight, if you're just tuning in right now, I want to welcome you to tonight's live stream as the PCC Men Eagles take on the Trinity Eagles. Big game here tonight for PCC Eagles. You see slowly they're trying to come together. Big game next week. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. But it's a big game for them tonight to try to get back into a group of everything. They had a huge win the other day. And games like this will get them to get back in the groove of everything.
Yeah, it should be a pretty exciting matchup tonight, a really good matchup. I talked with assistant coach Casey Christian before the game. He's excited about this game. They've done a little bit of scouting work. He told me that Trinity is a very good team from behind the arc. They're just a very good team all around. They don't do a lot down low, so he said we definitely have an advantage there. We come into tonight's game averaging 71, almost 72 points per game, giving up about 81. Trinity comes into tonight, they're averaging 61 points a game, so it should be a very good matchup. The one thing he wanted to reiterate when I spoke with him is he said Trinity Baptist is probably one of the better defensive teams in our region. They're going to play a very good game defensively, so ultimately it's going to come down to us finding open shots, making those open shots, and making the right passes and plays throughout the game. So it's going to be interesting to see how this game turns out. A huge game for the Eagles, trying to set themselves up for regionals and ultimately that big game next week against Bob Jones University.
Yeah, big game next week and big game tonight. We'll see how PCC Eagles do. Again, Lady Eagles won the first game, so it'd be nice if we close out with both victories. We weren't able to do that last time, but hopefully we'll be able to do that tonight. Last week we weren't able to do so. But now we'll turn it over to announcers here for National Anthem, prayer, and announcement of starters, and then we'll check back in after that.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Nest, the home of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. Tonight's game is between the PCC Eagles and Trinity Baptist College. The National Christian College Athletic Association is committed to the true spirit of competition and upholding the 4 core values of the game plan for life: love, integrity, faith, and excellence. We ask that each participant, official, and spectator join us in exhibiting these Christ-like characteristics and help create a positive environment in which to enjoy today's competition. At this time, we would ask everyone that can to stand, remove your caps, and join us in prayer to be given by Jake Ledka. Following prayer, please remain standing for the national anthem of the United States of America.
Heavenly Father, we come before you tonight, and we thank you so much for everything that you do for us, God. Thank you for the opportunity that we have to come here tonight and just watch a good basketball game. I pray that you will keep all the players safe tonight and that you'll keep everyone's attitudes in check. Be with the officials as they officiate. I pray that we will do everything tonight to your honor and your glory. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Tonight's sports medicine coverage is provided by the Andrews Institute and Baptist Healthcare, the official sports medicine provider for Pensacola Christian College. Starting today for Trinity Baptist, number 1, Chandler Rivers. Number 3, Markel Perry. Number 5, Marcus Dixon. Number 11, Marquise Duncanson. And number 33, Andrew Bowman. Trinity is led by Coach John Jones. And now, your Pensacola Christian College Eagles! Starting today for the Eagles, a junior guard standing at 6 foot from Landis, North Carolina, number 2, John Clay. A junior guard standing at 6'2" from Nassau, Bahamas, number 11, Ian Johnson. A junior forward standing at 6'5" from Kansas City, Missouri, number 22, Andrew Thomas. A sophomore forward standing at 6'5" from Norton, Ohio, number 21, Dakota Pratt. A junior forward standing at 6'7" from Sagertown, Pennsylvania, number 41, Jared McRillis. The Eagles are led by Coach Mark Getch with assistant coach Casey Christian. Officiating for tonight's game are Linwood Swims, Solomon Banks, and Stephen Newhouse.
And there you have it. That's the starters for tonight's game. If you tune in right now, I want to welcome you to tonight's game. PCC Men Eagles take on Trinity Eagles. Exciting game tonight, as you heard the starters. We talked about a little bit early on that it's a good shooting team. So hopefully we'll take advantage. I think that's why we're going with the size here with Thomas in the lineup. It's good to see him getting some more game time, as well as Dakota Pratt. Dakota Pratt has usually a double-double every other night, so they're going to have to get it early. Ian Johnson, another player. Energy on both sides of the court. All right, and we'll begin the tip-off right here. Be Trinity ball. Rivers will look to begin the play here for Trinity. Gets to Bowman. Perry gets it back to Rivers. Duncanson thought about shooting it, gets it to Bowman, gets it back to Duncanson. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Duncanson will throw it up there, no good. Big rebound there by Thomas.
Yeah, it's great having Andrew Thomas back. I was looking at his stats a little earlier today. He's coming in, he's averaging right around 6 or 7 rebounds a game, averaging about 8 points. So a huge boost for the Eagles coming into this second half. Going to be a player to watch in tonight's game. He definitely is one of those players that can get going quickly and score early and often. So it's going to be exciting to watch Andrew Thomas this evening.
Ian Johnson with the strong take to the basket. It's the first points for tonight's game by the Eagles. Trinity ball to Duncanson. He'll take it all the way, no good. It'll be a shot clock violation. It'll be a PCC Eagles ball. As we said, and if you didn't tune in for the Lady Eagles game, it's the Trinity Eagles and the PCC Eagles. So to avoid confusion here, we'll refer us as the Eagles and we'll refer to them as Trinity. Dakota Pratt here gets to Thomas. Thomas finds Jared McCrillis. Nice pass. And Jared for 2.
I spoke with Coach Getch after last night's game, and one of the biggest things he mentioned was Jared McCrillis. Jared McCrillis finished with a double-double last night, 15 points and 10 rebounds. He started to play better of late. He struggled a little early on in this season, but he's starting to turn it around. Asked Coach Getch why that is, and the thing he told me is he said it's been great for Jared to have guys like Deontay Holmes, Andrew Thomas, and Seth Crane back. As much as he's been playing with these freshmen this year, he's never played with them before, so he said it's been huge for Jared to hear the voices of maybe guys that he's used to hearing, knowing where they're going to be, and them knowing where he's going to be. So that's something to look for as we get deeper into this season. Only 2 weeks of practice for those 3 guys, but as we continue to have more practice, more games, that should be a major area of growth for the Eagles.
Nice pass, touch pass, Pratt to Clay. It's no good. Dixon with the rebound. Perry takes it, gets it to Bowman, no good. Lost the ball here. And a travel on Duncanson, and it'll be Eagles ball. Yeah, it's definitely good to have Andrew Thomas. His size, he's long. He does a lot of good things offensively and defensively.
Yeah, the length was definitely something else that Coach Getch brought up last night when I spoke with him. He mentioned having a guard at the top who's 6'5", really long arms, able to cause a lot of turnovers. We saw him do that a little bit last night. Also really good on rebounding. Helps us, he's kind of a matchup nightmare out there at the guard position. There's not a lot of guards that size and this strong, so definitely one of those players that we're definitely watching as we get deeper into this season.
Thomas will look to inbound. Gets it to Clay. Play back to Thomas. He'll pull up. No good. Rebound there by Bowman. Rivers will take it up for Trinity. To Perry. Dixon thought about shooting, but pulls up and does shoot. No good. Rebound there by McCrillis. And Clay looks to bring the ball up. 16:40 left to play in the first half. 4-2 to score so far. Both teams trying to get something going here.
Going to see a foul there by Trinity. One of the things you notice Dakota Pratt trying to do is get down low. The Eagles run a lot of their offense through Dakota Pratt. Coach Getch calls him their horse. He's definitely their workhorse out here. He's good for 20 to 25 minutes a game. He's also good. He's averaging right around 14.5 points a game on the season. So a player that if you're Coach Getch and the Eagles, you really want to see have a good game tonight in a big game against this regional opponent in Trinity.
Clay pulls up. No good. Rebound there by Dixon. fouled. Dixon with the foul there. Duncanson will bring it up for Trinity. Good defense so far by the Eagles. Rivers takes it all the way. It's no good. Rebounded, miss. Dixon with another rebound, miss. To Clay. Clay gets it up after a Thomas deflection. Gets it to McCrillis. McCrillis is fouled. He'll be going to line shooting 2.
Great transition by the Eagles, really looking early on in tonight's game to get out and run offensively. As I mentioned, I spoke with assistant coach Casey Christian before the game. He says that Trinity does not do a lot of pressing, so ultimately a lot different than what we would have seen last night. He said they will press off a free throw, but they're not necessarily looking to press the entire night, so it allows the Eagles to maybe not have as many turnovers and be able to play at a little bit slower pace and be able to turn it up at times like we just saw there.
Deontay Holmes checking in for Dakota Pratt. Said to tell his mom he loves her very much and to be looking out for him tonight's game.
Yeah, Deontay wanted me to tell his mom, too, that her name is on his shoes, so he's playing for her tonight. He wanted to make it very clear he loves his mom. He wishes she was here, but he said that she's watching tonight, so we wanted to go ahead and give her a shout-out.
Missed the second. 5-2's the score so far of the first half. Rivers tries to get things going here for Trinity. Gets it to Perry. Perry takes it all the way and is stolen by Clay. And it'll be Eagles ball. Tyler Rose checks in for John Clay. And Ian Johnson with the ball here. Gets it to McCrillis. The fake, pulls up, no good. And number 4, Zach Norris, gets the rebound. Rivers takes it all the way, no good. Gets his own rebound, miss. And it'll be Trinity ball.
Ian Johnson's definitely another one of those players to watch if you're an Eagles fan this evening. Last night he finished with 16 points, led the Eagles in scoring. On the year, Ian is averaging 13 points a game, 6.3 rebounds a game. He's one of the better rebounding guards that we have. One of those players that, again, is a very good scorer. One of the things that we're definitely looking for as the Eagles and as we move deeper into this year is developing a second, a third, scorer that can give you double digits on a night. That's definitely going to help as we get a little bit deeper into this season. We've relied on Dakota Pratt a lot early on. He can only do so much. He gives you 25 points a game at times, but having that second or even third scorer that can give you 10 consistently on a nightly basis that you can depend on is going to be huge for the Eagles in this second half.
Jaquel Walker checked in the game for Trinity. Almost stolen, it is stolen. Norris with a steal. Perry recovers. Takes it to Dixon and is fouled. Chance here for the three-point play. Dakota Pratt checks in for McCrillis. Slow start for both teams so far, but plenty of game left to play in the first half. And Dixon misses it, but Duncanson was able to tip it to him, and they'll have the opportunity to restart here. Norris gets to Walker. Walker to Perry, back to Duncanson. 15 left in the shot clock. Walker back to Perry. Perry takes it all the way. With the floater is no good. And Dakota with the rebound off Thomas. Deflection there.
If you're Trinity tonight, you're definitely looking for a big performance from Markel Perry. He is second on the team in scoring for Trinity Baptist with 10.2 points per game, just slightly behind number 1, Chandler Rivers, who averages almost 12 points a game. So if you're Trinity, you're looking to get him going early and often. Huge 3 there by Deontay Holmes. He's pretty excited, and the Eagles now have a 4-point lead with 13 minutes to go.
Yeah, Eagles definitely messed the scoring off the bench from Deontay, and that's a big 3 right there. No good. Deontay with the rebound as well. He'll bring it up. Looks to push. Slows it down. Gets it to Thomas. Tyler Rose will pull up. No good. Pratt almost rebound there. No good. Perry with the ball. Perry gets to Duncanson. 12, he'll pull up and shoot. No good. Oh, actually good, sorry. Looked like it was gonna be out.
You're not supposed to get those type of rolls here. That's more of a hometown roll, but the shot does go there for number 11, Marquise Duncanson.
Up, Cody, up!
Deontay trying to get it to Thomas, gives it to Pratt instead. Pratt with the jump shots, no good. Big rebound there by Dixon. Gets to Norris. Back to Perry. And it looks like they'll slow things down here. Walker gets to Perry. Perry pulls up, and it's good. Like you said, Perry's a player there they got to watch out for.
Yeah, he's a very good player. I think one of the things you're going to see, maybe switch Deontay Holmes on him. The speed that Deontay provides on defense is huge for this Eagles team. He's able to close out, and that was something that Coach Getch mentioned last night. They did a very good job, their guards, looking at James Shadimu, Tyler Rose, John Clay, at containing that dribble drive. And then our forwards and also the guards did a phenomenal job last night at closing out on the three-point shooter. Johnson came in last night, a very good three-point shooting team. The Eagles were able to shut them down. They held Johnson's best player to only 8 points in the first half, and he didn't score in the second half, one of their better three-point shooters. So the defense has been something that's much improved, and Coach Getch said last night it was probably the best he's seen our defense play. So that's going to be something important. But even on offense, Deontay's going to create a spark.
Marlon Gardner checks in the game as well as Seth Crane. They checked in for Thomas and McCrillis. Nice give and go there. Crane takes it all the way. He's no good. Walker with the rebound gets to Perry. Perry tries, and it looks like almost somehow it was a deflection there because it looked like he passed it to himself, but there was a deflection. Rose gets it to Crane, and it's good. And one there. Big points there by Crane. Chance for the three-point play.
For most people, that's a difficult layup for Seth Crane. It's a walk in the park. He's so big down there. He's pretty much unmovable down on the block. I haven't seen a guy who matches up size-wise with him. So another big get for the Eagles in this second half.
No good. Pratt gets the rebound, and the Eagles have the opportunity to reset here. Crane gets it to Pratt. Pratt misses. Crane goes up, and it's good. 12-11, Eagles get the lead again. Walker for Trinity gets it to Rivers. Rivers gets it back to Dixon. Dixon gets it to Perry. He'll pull up, and off the glass, gets it to go. And Trinity has the lead now.
Yeah, Steven, pretty tight game here, 14-12 Trinity. If you're Coach Getch and the Eagles, what's something that you're really looking for on that maybe they haven't done early on tonight that maybe they can continue to do a little bit better in hopes of regaining the lead?
Yeah, they definitely Got to get Pratt going. He got in position at one time, but it was a little bit early. But definitely, you got to get Pratt going here. Like you said, Crane and Pratt are a lot bigger than these guys, so they definitely got to get going with them. And I think, of course, they usually do. So we'll see that eventually. Norris will pull up for three. It's no good. Crane with the rebound. Gets it to Gardner. Deontay gets to Rose. Rose to Gardner. Deflection. Norris will have it, and it gets back to Perry. Dixon will pull up, and it's good. 4-point lead now for Trinity. Rose gets it to Pratt, and Pratt gets in position there. Almost got it to go, but that's definitely where he likes to be, so eventually he'll hit those. Rivers will reset here, slow things down. Ten seconds left on the shot clock. Now 5. Perry will pull up, and it's good. Now 6-point lead. As we said earlier, he was a player to watch out for, and so far he's just having his way.
Yeah, he's playing really well offensively. The Eagles have not had an answer for him on defense. Going to have a charge call there on Eagles forward Seth Crane.
We have Jared McCrillis and James Shodamu checking in as well. And for Trinity, we have Ethan Payne and number 12, Terry Bird. James provides a lot of energy on the defensive side, so I know Coach Getch has seen enough with the offense here, so he wants to see the stops against Trinity.
Yeah, I was talking a lot about James Shadumu last night. Very good young player, really quick, and someone who, given a couple more years, is going to improve dramatically. He reminds me a lot of Corey Williams on the offensive end. Looking back at Corey Williams' career, he came in, didn't play a lot his freshman year, started to play his sophomore year. You started to see him learn the game. And I think James is going to be a player a lot like that, a lot of the same speed. Not necessarily going to get you a ton of points, but it's going to be that slasher that does get you some points, maybe 8 to 10 points a game towards the end of his career.
Dakota Pratt was fouled, and he would be going to line shooting 2. Makes the first. Andrew Thomas will be checking in.
Some of the fans behind us were cheering for Joel Thomas, Andrew's brother. They are wearing the same number this year. I know Joel's already kind of talked to me about that a little bit and wanting me to, maybe get on to Andrew a little bit about that. Andrew's got a lot to live up to in terms of name as well as right now with number. Joel is one of the better players that we've seen in recent Eagles history.
Walker gets it to Bird. Bird gets it to Duncanson. Back to Rivers. .10 left to play with the shot clock. Bird will pull up with a step back. No good. He thought he was fouled. Pratt with the rebound here. Gets it to James. James gives it to McCrillis. McCrillis gives it to Pratt. Thomas driving there. Almost gets it to go. And a foul against Trinity, and it'll be Eagles ball. And it's like refs are going to talk over here, trying to figure out the clock. And we have Caleb Howard checking in the game for Trinity. He'll be checking in for Terry Bird. .634 left to play in the first half. Eagles are down by 4. Pratt gets the move there, gets it to go, and that's a big basket there for Pratt. Duncanson gets it to Howard. Howard gets it to Rivers. Payne tries to go up. He is fouled, and Ethan Payne will be going to line shooting 2. Makes the first. Misses the second. James Dumu will bring it up. Gets it to Pratt here. James gets to Thomas. Thomas gets to Jared McCrillis. He'll pull up for 3. Almost got to go. Payne there with the rebound. And Rivers will bring it up. Duncanson gets it back to Rivers.
You see the Eagles here in man really trying to clamp down on Trinity, trying to stop some of the scoring there. You see another basket there by number 11, Marquise Duncanson. He's been torching the Eagles early on tonight. You've seen the switch to man defense, and it'll be interesting to see over the next couple possessions if that's able to make a difference for the Eagles.
Ian Johnson will be checking in for Seth Crane. James gets it to Pratt. Gets it back to Thomas. .10 left on the shot clock. James will pull up for 3. Almost got it to go. Duncanson will bring it up for Trinity. Finds a wide open Ethan Payne. He gets it good to go, and Coach Getch has seen enough, and he's going to be calling timeout, and we will as well. And coming back after the timeout. 7-point lead here by Trinity. And so far, I know Coach Getch wasn't happy with what he saw so far.
Yeah, very animated in the timeout, looking for a little bit more from his team, wanting to get some defensive stops and hoping that that will translate to offense. I think that's going to be something that's very important as we get deeper into this game. Can the Eagles get some stops defensively? Because right now they haven't been able to. Trinity's kind of had their way on offense, and that is kind of a reason why we find ourselves trailing by 7 with 4 minutes left.
Pratt will get to McCrillis. And they'll try it again. So there's a deflection there. You're trying to get Dakota Pratt. Turns it over to Duncanson. A lot of turnovers so far. Walker will take it all the way. He is fouled by McCrillis. He'll be going to line shooting 2.
As much as that's a tough follow there by number 41, Jared McCrillis, it was probably the smart play. Stop the basket, put a free throw shooter at the line who isn't known for his free throw shooting capabilities, make them earn the points the hard way instead of just giving the easy dunk or even a layup there.
This is the first. Clay will check in for Jared McCrillis.
That decision there by Jared McCrillis paying instant dividends there as Trinity misses the front end of the foul shot. We'll see here if they're able to convert the second.
Point's good. James gives it to Thomas, trying to get out of the press here. He will. Again, trying to get Dakota Pratt, but they're not allowing the ball to get to him. Good defensive strategy there by Trinity. Ian Johnson will take it up. No good. And it'll be Trinity ball.
Yeah, Steven, you're definitely correct there. You've noticed Trinity early on in this game really trying to deny Dakota Pratt the basketball. No doubt they've watched film against, with our games recently against Johnson University and Bob Jones. They know how much of a threat Dakota Pratt is, and they're really trying to force other players on this Eagles roster to beat them. They don't want Dakota Pratt to beat them, so it'll be interesting to see if Dakota can either find space or players off the Eagles bench or in the lineup right now can find a way to break through and provide some scoring with Dakota being held down offensively.
Duncanson had another jumper there. Increases the lead to double digits. Pratt will shoot, no good. Ian with the intensity almost got the steal there. Steal there by James. And a turnover, costly turnover there. And it'll be Trinity ball. Deontay Holmes will be checking in for James Shadumu. And Tyler Rose will be checking in for Ian Johnson. 26-16 is the score. Trinity is up with 3:17 left to play in the first half. And so far, we're looking for someone to take on the offensive load here since Dakota Pratt is being on even double team at times. Deontay with the rebound. Clay will bring it up. To DeRose. Rose back to Clay. Nice cut there by Rose. Gets it to go. Nice pass by Deontay. Big points there by PCC Eagles.
Yeah, great play there by Deontay Holmes to get the ball down low to Tyler Rose. A very good finisher, someone who's averaging a little over 4 points a game right now. Coach Getch loves Tyler Rose. He's one of those players he can bring in to give some of his other guards a spell, and one of those players as a freshman that he believes he can trust.
Ethan Payne with the spin move there, gets it to go to restore the double-digit lead for Trinity. Thomas, nice pass to Deontay. Deontay with the fake there, gets it to Clay. Clay is blocked, but is called for the foul. Walker didn't think he was fouled, but Clay is fouled. Maybe going to line, shooting three.
We see John Clay heading to the free throw line right here. He's shooting 76% on the season. Very good free throw shooter, one of the top 5 on the Eagles. It'll be, it's always good to have John Clay at the line. You trust him to maybe make them, and with him going here for 3, has a chance to cut into this 10-point lead that Trinity's built up.
Misses the first. Makes the second. Caleb Botts is checking in for Rivers. And Markel Perry's checking back into the game. Rose makes the second. Makes 2 out of the 3. Brings it back to an 8-point game. Bots checking in for the first time will bring the ball up, gets it to Walker. Perry checking back into the game. Walker will take it up with the spin move. No, got it to go. And Tyler Rose will bring it up. Minute 40 left to play in the first half. Clay takes it all the way with the fake there. Turnover, Walker will have it. It goes all the way. Looks like it'll be a technical foul for holding onto the rim. And now we're having a little bit of discussion between both coaches and the ref. Looks like the problem is him holding onto the rim hit one of our players. Unnecessary holding onto the rim. That's always, you only hold onto the rim if you can't have the opportunity to come down.
Yeah, it's definitely something you're looking for in a basketball game.
Now,
did they resign the technical?
Looks like they did, which has Coach Getch fuming right now because usually that is a technical foul. I don't know why they resigned it. I don't know.
Yeah, I think the only thing I can think, you mentioned, oftentimes when there's a player underneath you, at times they will allow you to hang on the rim. There was, obviously Andrew Thomas was close. Coach Getch was a little bit upset, thinking that, he may have kicked Andrew and not necessarily the refs weren't protecting the player right there. So definitely something he was wanting to see called. I do believe the technical was resigned. Not 100% sure why, though.
Offensive foul. It will be Eagles ball. Minute left to play. 12-point lead. Hopefully something like this will get the Eagles going. Now got Coach Getch going. Hopefully they'll get the players going as well. Usually something like this will get them motivated. And big 2 points there by Andrew Thomas. Nice pass there by Dakota Pratt. Bots brings it up, gets it to Duncanson, to Walker, to Perry. To Dixon. 10 seconds left in the shot clock. He gets it to Duncanson, no good. Played there with the rebound. And looks like they'll hold for the last shot here. PCC Eagles with 12 seconds left to play. Looks like he decided not to. And it'll stay Eagles ball. Clay will look to rebound here. He does, gets it to Thomas. He'll be playing for one shot left. Thomas, nice pass to Dakota Pratt. Big points here to end the first half, and there you have it. 32-24 is the score. Trinity Eagles up against the PCC Eagles. We'll provide stats and other things after the second half, and we'll check back in with you.
Every step takes you closer to a destination. Where are your steps taking you? Do you make choices by accident or on purpose? How will your future make a difference? Where will you find your ministry? Every step takes you somewhere. What's your next step?
I was very concerned when I just started trying to decide where I was going to go to college. I wanted to go to college because it prepares you for the next step in life. I wanted a Christian college because it would be an environment where I could grow, and I wanted friends that would encourage me, challenge me. I wanted friends that would have the same goals in life as me.
I was excited about going to college. I was excited to meet new people and to have roommates. I knew I wanted to go to a college that offered a nursing program that strived for excellence, that pushed their students to excel, to be the best nurses they could be for the glory of God.
Coming out of high school, I needed to further my education so that I would be able to share the gospel. If I knew more about Jesus Christ, then that would help me share him. I wanted a college that would train me for the ministry, that would prepare me to reach the next generation.
I wanted to go to college because I wanted to get a good Christian education. Sometimes God calls you at different times for different reasons, and if he ever were to call me to the mission field, which I'm highly interested in, I would want to make sure that I'd have something that I'd be able to serve him in, and I wanted to make sure that I had the correct doctrines backing the education I was getting.
Coming out of high school, I didn't know exactly what the Lord wanted me to do, but I knew that I wanted to go to college to prepare for whatever the Lord would have me to do. I wanted a school that I know would help strengthen my Christian standards and beliefs, because I wanted to be surrounded by an atmosphere that would point me to Christ.
I wanted to go to college to improve on my instrument and focus on it more. I wanted a Christian environment and music teachers that were Christians as well, so that they could better help me in the path that I was going.
When I started thinking about where I wanted to go to college, I was excited, but I was also nervous, because whenever I decided to go, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. It wasn't until I got here that God directed me to be a designer, and I just wanted to follow God's will.
I wanted a Christian college because by being at a Christian college, I'm able to stay strong in my beliefs. I wanted the science classes to be based on creation. I wanted a place that was founded on God's word.
I wanted a college that would prepare me for the next step. God had given me a passion to help others. Just watching my dad with his management, with his caring for different people, it really gave me a heart to help people within the corporate scene. My next step in life was to gain the education I needed to become an effective lawyer. I chose PCC because everything I wanted in a college was right here. The teachers at PCC have been very supportive, and they, as much as you, want to see you be successful in law school.
My father is a doctor. He would take me into surgery sometimes. I got to watch him do surgery. Just the human body fascinates me. I think God has given me a passion for caring for people that are critically ill. I chose PCC because I knew it was where God was calling me. We are a unique program. You work one-on-one with an instructor that is a nurse to guide you through giving meds, to doing procedures. There is a very special connection within the nursing department.
God had given me the passion to preach and to share the gospel with others. My next step in life was to prepare myself for whatever ministry God had for me. I chose PCC because I believed that it would give me the Bible foundation that I needed. The heart of PCC is ministry. Their focus is to prepare young people to be servants of Jesus Christ. We as ministerial students are taught to be the examples, to lead in serving others.
Growing up, I never planned on doing teaching, and I actually was looking into doing something in the medical field. And then I went on a mission trip when I was a senior in high school. And I remember I was praying a lot, and the Lord just told me that I was supposed to be a teacher and told me I was supposed to do first grade. God led me to PCC because he knew I would be prepared to serve in the classroom. The internship program at the Academy has given me an entire semester to apply what I've learned. I love being able to see the kids learn and understand concepts.
I've always had a passion to do things for the Lord, whether it be working with people or constructing a building for church or a ministry. I chose engineering because I wanted to be able to get out of college and be able to do just about anything. I chose PCC because I knew the engineering program would prepare me thoroughly for my career. They have the resources and the tools for us to learn.
God had given me a passion for music. My parents always played music around the house, so grew up listening to it. So it's when I realized that I love music and that I wanted to do something with it. I chose PCC because it has a strong Christian philosophy. The experience I've gained has helped me to become a stronger musician and performer.
God had made it clear that He had called me to be a designer. My next step in life was to take the principles that I would learn in design and start applying them. PCC has a great design program. They are a place that has the teachers and the spiritual focus to train me to become a better designer and a strong Christian. The teachers equip me with a solid foundation of design that I could build upon. Their guidance has given me the confidence to push my design to the next level.
We had science projects in school and classes growing up, and my dad always made it more fun for me. I could tell that I just really wanted to go further in the chemistry especially. Just struck a love, I guess. The education here in my field, in the sciences, has been top-notch, and I'm definitely learning above and beyond. The teachers have been so encouraging. I have seen a spiritual focus in each of them, and that's also a big reason why I chose PCC. It was more than a college to me. It was what I saw in the teachers and the staff, and I was excited to take that next step.
I knew God wanted me to go to college at PCC to get my training to be a nurse, and it really molded me into the person I am today.
It's a place where I knew I could come and sit under good preaching. You are pointed to the Bible.
I knew that there was so much yet to learn on my instrument, and PCC has a great learning environment.
It's a place where I could know that I would enjoy being a Christian and enjoy the college experience at the same time. They wanted me to excel.
Every day there is a time set aside, focused completely on God, which was something that made PCC much more unique.
I knew that PCC stood very firmly on what they believed in. Chapel services, their Bible training, their mission programs. You're always busy doing something.
PCC had so many opportunities to serve God and to make a difference in this world. The academics here are going to prepare me for the future. And that's exactly what I wanted in a college.
I feel privileged to be in that profession where I get to work with children and to show them love like God shows love to them, and in a way to point them to His love.
I love being around little ones. Makes me feel young, keeps me very busy. If I go home in the afternoon and I'm exhausted, I know I've had a good day.
I love that they don't run out of energy and that they're very exciting, and that they say the craziest and silliest things, and their love for just the simple things has taught me a lot, especially during internship. This school was pretty much my only option when I narrowed it down to doing elementary education. Knowing that you got to spend a whole semester in a classroom under a teacher was really a big factor. Even before internship, thinking about it was terrifying, but the teachers did such a good job preparing you on the way and making sure that you knew every aspect of the classroom before they sent you to do it on your own.
We have classes that help them with how to teach lessons, how to look at curriculum, how to make a bulletin board. But then they break off into specialized areas, teaching arithmetic and teaching penmanship, teaching Bible, teaching language arts.
I thought that mainly I would come here because of the internship, but now that I've been here, I know that the Lord wanted me here because of the classes in and of themselves, which led to internship.
They're in a classroom learning the ropes, seeing all the behind the scenes teaching. because going in, you have seen somebody do it. You can ask all these questions to help prepare you for your first year by yourself. They start out by observing, and then slowly but surely they start taking on one subject, and then they'll add another subject. Until the very end, they usually have 4 or 5 days where they will teach the entire day.
At no point during internship did I feel overwhelmed, but I was overjoyed in a sense because it was so fulfilling to get into a classroom and teach third graders. I felt like it was the best experience and semester of my college career. It didn't feel like a class at all. It felt like what I'm going to be doing when I graduate because I was in the classroom and doing all the things like a normal teacher would.
There are many good Christian schools out there that need teachers, and we're training good Christian educators to go out and to fill that need.
I love every second of it, and I never dread it. And I get to go, and I might not make as much money as some people do, but I'm having a blast, and I know that it's a ministry that the Lord has given me that I can use to influence others around me.
And we're back. I wanna welcome you if you tune in for the first time. Tonight's the score so far is PCC are down by 8. Trinity's 32. PCC Eagles 24. We have a couple of stats for the game so far. Noah, what do you have for us?
Yeah, Stephen, pretty good first half there. The Eagles are trailing by 8. As we head into this third quarter, we want to give you a little bit of a rundown on the first half. Dakota Pratt led the Eagles with scoring with just 6 points. He had 4 rebounds. One of the things we're going to be looking for in the second half, who's going to step up and provide some scoring for the Eagles, because right now they've struggled offensively. I shot 33% from the field, so not too bad there, but when you're facing a team like Trinity who shoots 50%, 14 for 28 in that first half, you're going to be trailing at halftime. The Eagles were actually out-rebounded 21-14 in that first half, so look for that to maybe be a point of emphasis for Coach Getch in the locker room at halftime, potentially trying to turn that around. So it's going to be a good second half, a good matchup. It'll be interesting to see if the Eagles are indeed able to come back and secure a victory this evening.
All right, and don't forget, next week, a doubleheader here, big game. We have PCC Eagles and Lady Eagles taking on Bob Jones University. The games will be a little bit earlier. The Ladies Eagles game will be at 1 o'clock. The men's game will be at 3 o'clock, so don't miss that. We'll talk more about that a little bit later on. So far, scores 32-24. Lady Eagles won the first game against the Lady Trinity Eagles. It was 69-37. Lady Eagles been on a little bit of a nice win streak here, and we'll look to continue that next week. Now we'll begin the beginning of the second half of this game. And it'll be white ball, PCC Eagles. Andrew Thomas will look to inbound. Ian Johnson gets it to Clay. He'll pull up for 3, no good. Ian Johnson gets the rebound, takes it all the way, and just rimmed out. Bowman with the rebound there. And he stepped out of bounds, so it'll be Eagles ball again.
And just like that, you see the Eagles really attacking the boards. Going to be a point of emphasis in the second half. Can they turn that rebounding trend around? They come in averaging 48 rebounds a game. They are averaging in this game below where they should be at halftime. So that's something that I think we'll expect to see in the second half.
Jared McCrillis gets it to Ian Johnson. Nice pass. He was fouled. Going to line shooting 2. Good ball movement so far by the PCC Eagles, and I'm pretty sure they addressed that during halftime.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Getch addressed that too. The ball movement seemed to be a little bit slow. The Eagles didn't seem to have much of a flow on offense, and that's been a talking point that he's had over the last couple of games, really searching for that flow on offense, adding some new players back in this semester, trying to get them back into the offense. That's maybe changed since what they played with last year. Last year you have really good shooters like Joel Thomas and Dylan Crane, but now you're having to come back. This offense is really built for down-low scoring with Dakota Pratt and Jared McCrillis, so some of those new players are having to kind of relearn the offense. Now that offense could tend to change a little bit as we go deeper into this season now with the new personnel, but it'll be interesting to see how they adjust to this new offense.
Ian Johnson makes it 2 free throws, both of them, so brings the lead down to now only 6. Dixon will pull up, it's no good. Thomas with the rebound. He gets it to Clay. Clay will bring it up, gets it to Johnson. Johnson back to Clay. And he is fouled. Clay gets it to Pratt. Pratt, a nice pass to Ian Johnson. Gets it back to Dakota. Clay will have it. 15 left on the shot clock. Nice ball movement. McCrillis with the pull up, no good. Duncanson gets a rebound. He pushes it all the way. Gets it to Rivers and 1. And he'll be going to line, hopefully for the 3-point play for the Trinity. Not for us, but for Trinity. Makes it. So a 3-point play here for Trinity. 9-point lead by Trinity right now. Andrew Thomas gets it to Clay. Pratt gets it to Thomas. He'll pull up for 3. And in and out. Ian Johnson almost got the steal here, but he was out of bounds, so it'll be Trinity ball.
You know, with Andrew Thomas, one of the things that still hasn't kind of returned from his game that we expected last year was the 3-ball. He's playing pretty good offensively. His rebounding is definitely there, and he's been causing some havoc on defense, but the Eagles would really love to see that 3-ball return. The Eagles have struggled from behind the 3-point line this year, and if they can add some players back, you know, with Deontay Hollum starting to find his stroke and Andrew Thomas starting to find his stroke as well, that may be something that really helps catapult them into a great second half and a chance to potentially win the region against Bob Jones or maybe, you know, whoever else we might face in that regional.
10 left to play on the shot clock. Ian Johnson will pull up. Almost gets it to go. Pratt with the rebound is fouled. Big chance here for the 3-point play. Nice to get him going here. Big points there for
yeah, definitely
Pratt.
A much-needed basket. The lead had grown to 13 for Trinity right there, and with the basket, Dakota Pratt was able to bring us a little bit closer. He'll have a chance here to cut the lead down to only 8 with 17 minutes remaining on the clock in this ball game.
Deontay Hullums checked in for Andrew Thomas, and Zach Norris checked in for Andrew Bowman. Gets to go, brings it back to 8-point game. 17:22 left to play in the second half. 37 Trinity, PCC Eagles 29. Rivers with the ball. Gets to Perry. Norris will shoot for three. Missed. Rebound there by Ian Johnson. Eagles look to push here. Gets to Pratt. And stolen there by Duncanson. He'll go up all the way. Gets it to go. Ian Johnson thought about a three. Takes it all the way, is fouled. No good there, but be going to the line shooting two. Some upcoming games here. We'd be playing Concordia, also Piedmont, and then finally again Bob Jones at 3 o'clock next week Saturday. Don't forget those other games coming up as well. Johnson makes second of the free throw. And it looks like the Eagles are looking to press here. We got to watch out because Perry's bringing the ball up. Deontay with almost a steal there.
Yeah, good hands in a deflection there by Deontay Hollums. He's always running the court. He plays really good defense in transition, able to swat the ball away there and potentially break up an opportunity there for Trinity.
Perry trying to get someone. Nice deflection there by Ian Johnson. Dixon will inbound now, gets it to Norris. Duncanson will pull up, no good. Rebounded by Dakota Pratt. Clay will look to push here. Seth Crane's checked back in the game. Nice pass. Clay to Dakota Pratt. Nice finish there by Pratt. And now it's a 7-point game.
Yeah, we've kind of seen in this second half Dakota Pratt get going a little bit. And as you can tell, the Eagles have started to bring the game closer. He's really the kickstarter for this offense. If he's playing well, the Eagles are going to have a chance to get back into this game.
Clay with the long rebound is fouled. Tyler Rose will be checking in for Clay. Tyler Rose, ball, gets it to Crane. Johnson gets it to Crane. Gets it to Dakota Pratt, he'll pull up. No good. Walker with the rebound. Rivers with the ball right now. And deflection there, and Deontay comes up with it. He'll bring the ball up, gets it to Crane. Deontay will pull up for three, no good. Dakota fights for the rebound there, and is successful. Crane recovers.
Great hustle there by Dakota Pratt, playing well on offense, but also playing very well. Diving play there to save the ball, and it turns into a great offensive play there. A pass from Tyler Rose to Dakota. He's able to finish and bring the Eagles within 5.
Yeah, nice fake there by Dakota Pratt. And Coach Trinity has seen enough. He's called timeout, and we will as well. And we're back. Coach Jones of Trinity saw enough. He didn't like how the Eagles are coming back into this game. Trinity lead 39-34 against PCC Eagles. It'll be Trinity ball. Walker will look to inbound. 14:33 left to play in the second half. Gets it to Rivers.
That was a great timeout there by Trinity's coach to potentially try to slow down the Eagles' attack. The Eagles have really, in the last couple minutes, been able to bring this the Trinity's lead a little bit closer. Dig into that deficit. Trinity calls the timeout. They see some instant dividends right there with the basket, and they now lead by 7 in the ball game.
Johnson with the ball. He'll pull up. No good, but almost tipped in, and it is. Second time by Deontay. Nice effort there by Deontay Holmes. We said who was going to step up, and so far we've seen Deontay, Dakota Pratt, and Ian Johnson all in some way have contributed in the second half. They trimmed the lead to 5. Perry gets a Walker. Walker shoot a long 3. Oh, man, it went in. And Ethan Payne, who's checking the game, he fouled Dakota Pratt.
You saw the ref pretty intently watching Dakota Pratt and the Trinity defender fighting down there. Dakota Pratt was doing about everything he could to hold the Trinity defender on his back. He's really good at boxing out, one of the better players at clearing space.
And Walker tried for the dunk, missed it. He's upset at himself, and it will be Eagles ball here.
Yeah, that's a pretty big mistake, something that if you're Trinity's coach, you're not very happy with. Big and one right there. Eagles are going to have a chance to cut this deficit back to 5. Honestly, if Ian makes this free throw here, that you can kind of look at that as a 5-point swing. If they made the rebound, or if they made the shot down here, could have put them up by as many as 10. Now the Eagles are going to have a chance to potentially get within 5. Big swing and turn of events there, Stephen.
Yeah, that exactly right. Now that missed dunk now creates a 3-point opportunity here, which it is. We have James Shadumu checking in for Ian Johnson. We have Andrew Thomas checking in for Dakota Pratt. Yeah, Ian Johnson and Deontay have provided a lot of energy so far, and we said we needed players to step up, and they have.
Yeah, they've definitely done just that. They've, kind of been the spark plugs in this second half, kind of helped us narrow into this Trinity lead. We're definitely going to need more performances from them. Neither of them are on the court right now, so who's going to step up for the Eagles? Is it going to be Andrew Thomas, Deontay Holmes, maybe Seth Crane? It'll be interesting to see who that person is that steps up when those guys aren't on the court.
Duncanson with the ball. Gets to Rivers. Rivers will pull up. It's blocked by Tyler Rose. Somehow still has the ball. 3 on the shot clock. Duncanson will pull up. No good. And it'll be Eagles ball. Crowd is loving what they've seen so far in the second half.
Yeah, the defense has been much improved in this half. We talked about how the defense played last night, really trying to look to stop the dribble drive. They've been able to do that this half. They weren't able to do it as much in the first half, so I'm sure that was something that Coach Getz reiterated in the halftime locker room. So it's definitely been good to see a much improved defense for the Eagles.
Deontay takes it all the way. It is fouled. He'll be going in line shooting 2.
I definitely feel like, Steven, the pace has picked up a bit in this half. The first half, it was a little bit slow. You only saw it was 32-24, I believe, at the half. But the pace has definitely picked up. The play has been a lot more aggressive.
Makes the first one. Perry will be checking back in. He's having a quiet second half. He had a big first half, and it's good to see the adjustments here preventing him from because he was hitting everything in the first half.
Yeah, it's kind of like I mentioned last night with Johnson trying to shut down one of their key players. They gave up 8 points in the first half. I believe they gave up 7 to Markel here tonight. But I don't believe he's scored in this second half, or if he has, maybe only 1 basket. So another point of emphasis there, trying to take away their leading scorer and making some of the other guys beat them. They haven't been able to break through because of that so far in this second half. The Eagles are going to have a chance here to either tie or come within 1 on this possession.
Thomas Deontay with the ball. Plenty of time left. Tyler Rose is blocked. Walker will take it all the way. It's good this time.
Decided to lay it up that time, take the safe play. Tough turnover there if you're the Eagles.
Probably got it from his coach, too. Like, if you're going to go up there, you better finish.
Absolutely, yeah. I think one thing you're looking for right here, the Eagles have gotten a little bit, they're playing a little fast right now. You just saw a couple turnovers. You really need guys like Deontay Hollums, Andrew Thomas, and Seth Crane, who've been here in close games to kind of help these 2 freshman point guards out, make plays. They need to calm down here and realize that they're in this ball game, that they deserve to be here, really making the right plays in this second half now.
James gets it to Crane. Gets it to Deontay. 5 left. He'll pull it up. Good. Big 3 there by Deontay Hollums. And he is having himself a ball game.
Yeah, big 3 there and a little bit of a shimmy after that. He's pretty excited with that 3-pointer. Has to be a good feeling after having to sit out for most of the first half to be able to come back and make a difference in a close game. The fans are getting into it right now, and we've mentioned that time and time again, how much of a difference the fans make here at home. So it'll be interesting to see if they can carry the Eagles to a victory this evening.
Dixon will take it. It's no good. It'll be Eagles ball. John Clay will be checking in for Tyler Rose. And like you said, the crowd is really into it right now. It's only a 2-point lead now. And I feel like they'll be on their feet if we can get the lead here.
Yeah, definitely. The momentum has swung in the favor of the Eagles. The Eagles tied up there with a great basket there by Seth Crane. An even better pass there by freshman James Shadimu. The freshmen, James and John, are definitely stepping up, and the guys who you expect to be the leaders out there are definitely doing that right now.
Yeah, Seth Crane size right now is throwing Ethan Payne out of his normal rhythm, which is a smart move there by Coach Getch, because Dakota Pratt's better offensively, but Seth Crane's size on the defensive end, Ethan Payne's not having what he had in the first half, so smart move there by Coach Getch.
Yeah, definitely one of those moves that, that 24 years of experience has taught him to, although Dakota's playing really well, maybe throw Seth in there, give him a little bit different of a look for a couple minutes, hope that you can shut him down, regain the lead, then you bring Dakota Pratt in hopes of finishing off the victory.
Walker will pull up for 3. Air ball, and he's going to hear from the crowd. Tied ball game. We'll see if the Eagles can get the lead here. They haven't had the lead since the beginning of the first half. Big opportunity here for them.
I think the air ball chant has to be one of my favorite things to hear from the fans in basketball. It's just a lot of fun, and you expect to get it right back from their fans if it happens to you, but it's always a lot of fun when it does happen.
Perry, Dixon with the recovery, gets it to Perry. Passes to Payne, and it'll be Eagles ball. Somehow Clay was able to call timeout in the air. Smart move there by Clay. And now it looks like they're saying, yeah, it'll be Eagles ball. No timeout. It'll be Eagles ball, but no timeout. I think because Payne stepped out of bounds before Clay was able to even get the steal to call the timeout. So good call there by the ref. No, I guess now they'll go back to blue ball. So I guess they thought he was able to call the timeout. Now, all right, it'll be Trinity ball. We figured it out here.
Yeah, thanks for getting that figured out for me there, Steven. I was getting a little lost, and so I'm glad you were able to figure that out for us.
Seth Crane with the ball. Ball don't lie. So here, my friends used to
That's
say.
what they say,
Yeah.
right?
So it'll be our ball. James with the ball, gets it to Clay. Gets it to Deontay, he'll pull up. No good. Dixon with the rebound. Perry traveled. We have Zach Norris checking in for Payne, Ethan Payne, and Jared McCrillis checking in for Andrew Thomas. We have Marlon Gardner checking in for Deontay Holmes.
I definitely think the fans are making a little bit of a difference right now, getting in the head of Trinity. Trinity's going to go ahead and call a timeout here and hope that they can regroup after the Eagles tie the ball game up with 8:36 remaining.
And we're back. 8:36 left to play in the second half. Tied ball game here between the Trinity Eagles and the PCC Eagles. Big opportunity here for the Eagles to regain the lead. They haven't had the lead since the beginning of the first half, and they'll look to take that opportunity as Jared McCrillis looks to inbound the ball to Chong Clay. Clay will bring the ball up. Gain some pressure there by Duncanson. To McCrillis. McCrillis gets it to James. Back to Clay. To Gardner. Gardner pushes all the way. No good. Walker with the rebound. And you look to slow things down here. Rivers gets it to Dixon. Rivers will pull up. It is blocked by Seth Crane. It'll stay Eagles ball. Trinity Eagles ball. Dixon will take it all the way. No good. Rebound by Gardner. Gardner will take it to McCrillis. McCrillis to Clay. Thought about shooting it. It was blocked by Norris.
Right thought there by John Clay. Great idea to pass up that three-pointer, potentially drive the lane. Unfortunately, it gets blocked, but the Eagles are still going to maintain possession of the basketball.
McCrillis with the ball here to James. Clay will shoot now. In and out. Rivers with the long rebound. And is fouled. We're going to line shooting 2.
You're about to see Dakota Pratt and Ian Johnson checking back into this ball game, replacing James Shadimu and Seth Crane. Coach Getch has rested his starters enough, and at this point he's going for the victory. So it'll be great to see if Dakota and Ian can potentially carry the Eagles to victory tonight.
Chandler Rivers makes both free throws. So it's a 2-point lead. Eagles are able to break out of the press. Nice pass, ball movement there. Pratt with the ball, gets it to Clay. McCrillis, 5 to shoot. Someone needs to shoot. And stolen by Rivers. And a 4-point lead now. Trinity Eagles are up 50 to 46. Play to Johnson. Johnson with a nice move is blocked. Dakota Pratt is able to recover. A big 2 points there by Dakota Pratt. Ian Johnson's caught with the reach there, so it'll be Trinity ball. .6:20 left to play in the second half. Norris gets it to Rivers. Rivers goes up. A lot of contact there, but no foul. Ian Johnson recovers. He is caught with the reach there, and he should be going to the line because Trinity is in the penalty.
Yeah, Ian Johnson is indeed going to go to the line right here. That's going to be 9 fouls on Trinity. Definitely something to watch as we get a little bit deeper. The Eagles currently only sit at 4 fouls. So the Eagles are in the bonus the rest of the way. One more foul, they'll be in the double bonus, and every foul after that, they'll be shooting 2. The Eagles are a very good free throw shooting team, shooting 64% as a team. So it'll be great to see if they can get to the line. They'll probably be able to ideally secure a victory this evening.
Ian makes the first. And McCrillis with a big rebound. Gets it to Clay. Nice pass there. Gardner goes up, no good. Pratt is fouled, and he'll be going to line for the opportunity to get the lead, or at least tie the game. Pratt makes the first. Tied game, and the chance here for the lead. Big free throw here by Pratt. And it's good. First lead since the beginning of the first half. PCC Eagles 51, Trinity 50. 5:55 left to play in the second half. Duncanson will bring it up now. Gets to Walker. Barco take it all the way. No good. Misses. Thought he was fouled.
He again misses a dunk right there, and his coach was furious, telling him to get back down the court and get back into this game. The Eagles have a chance here to widen their lead to their largest margin. Dakota Pratt with the jump shot just misses. Trinity's going to go the other way.
Duncanson will bring it up. A lot of contact there for Ian Johnson. It finally is called for the foul.
The Eagles do have a couple fouls to give, so not necessarily a bad foul there, but maybe an unsmart foul there by Ian Johnson, because you may need those fouls a little bit later in this game.
Rivers to Duncanson. Gives it to Dixon. He is fouled, so he'd be going to line. Shooting 2. Misses the first.
That means that the Eagles' lead is at least going to be safe for one more possession down the court.
This is in and out. This is both free throws. Nice break there by the Eagles. Hopefully they increase this lead here. Nice pass there by Rose to McCrillis. He will reverse layup, gets it to go. Nice move there by Jared McCrillis, and a 3-point lead by the PCC Eagles.
Definitely a smooth finish there by the big man, Jared McCrillis. A little up and under there, and makes the basket to give the Eagles a 3-point lead with 4 minutes and 22 seconds. A quick answer there by the Trinity player, number 4,
Norris.
Zach Norris.
Stolen there by Duncanson. Rivers takes it all the way. Perry gets fouled. And just like that, a swing of events here with the 3. And Perry will be going in line for a chance to increase the lead here, or give them the lead here.
Basketball is definitely a game of runs. You see a 5-0 run there from Trinity Baptist. First the answer, 3 by Zach Norris. And then number 3, Markel Perry, driving to the basket, makes the shot, fouled. He's going to the line.
Missed. Big rebound there by Deontay. It's a 2-point lead by Trinity. Deontay Holmes is back in the game. Andrew Thomas is checked back in the game. Nice pass to Dakota Pratt. He is fouled. And he has a chance to tie the game.
Dakota's definitely one of those players that you'd love to have the game in his hands at the free throw line. 66% free throw shooter, very consistent from the line. You've already seen him make a few in this half. Ideally, he makes the first here and has a chance to tie this ball game up at 55 with 3 minutes remaining.
Makes both free throws. Coach Getch wants a timeout. Full timeout, and we'll take one as well. And we're back. 3:47 left to play in the second half. Tied ball game here. Be Trinity ball.
I overheard Coach Getch telling his players in the timeout he was really trying to give them a little bit of a breather there. Been a pretty fast-paced game, tie ball game here at 55, so he calls the timeout to allow them to kind of regroup it a little bit in hopes of a a pretty crucial defensive possession coming up right here.
Rivers will bring the ball up to Duncanson, back to Rivers, gets it to Perry. Duncanson with the ball. A little bit of switch there. He'll pass it back to Norris. Norris thought about the 3. Fakes. Gets it to good. Gets it to go there. And a 2-point lead by the Trinity Eagles.
Definitely a really good play there by Jared McCrillis to chase Norris off the 3-point line. He does give up the basket for 2 to give Trinity the lead, but a great play there by Jared to potentially keep the lead within 2.
Stolen there. Nice recovery there by Jared McCrillis. Big save there. Dakota Pratt will take it. Nice spin move there. No good. Deontay Holmes almost gets it to go back. It's in and out, and it'll be Eagles ball. Nice energy and hustle there by Deontay Holmes.
Yeah, another great thing that I like to see there was the play of Andrew Thomas. He had a chance at a shot, but he's definitely starting. We talked earlier in this game about learning the offense. He ended up throwing it down to Dakota in the post. Dakota just misses the layup, but it does give the Eagles a second chance opportunity there. So a great play by Andrew Thomas.
Deontay misses the three. Dixon with the rebound. He gets it to Rivers. Trinity looks to slow things down here. Duncanson with the floater, gets it to go. A 4-point lead. Tyler Rose will bring it up here. And Andrew Thomas is fouled, and he'll be going to the line. They're in the double bonus, so he'll be shooting 2 here. Makes the first. John Clay will check in for Tyler Rose. Misses the second, almost gets his rebound. Duncanson recovers for Trinity. They'll bring it up here. 3-point lead, under 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Duncanson will pull up, no good. Pair with the long rebound. Crowd's getting into it right now. Duncanson with the ball, gets it to Perry. Perry back to Duncanson. Thought he was fouled, and he is. And he'll be going to the line. Makes the first. Ian Johnson will be checking in. Shaquille Walker will be checking in for Rivers. Seth Crane will be checking in for Andrew Thomas. 4-point lead here.
Yeah, depending on the outcome of this free throw here, definitely going to be a crucial offensive possession for the Eagles heading the other way. You don't necessarily need a 3 at this point. Maybe try to get a quick shot. You do have a minute left. You are in the double bonus. One of the things Coach Getch yelled at Ian as he left the timeout was somebody drive to the basket and get fouled or have a chance at making a shot there. You saw the Eagles drive to the basket, just were not able to finish there.
Deontay got to the basket, was not able to make it. So Chandler Rivers and Zach Norris are checking back into the game. James Nunu is checking in for Ian Johnson. And Rivers will be fouled. Ethan Payne will be checking back in the game for Zach Norris, as well as
You see both coaches here going a little bit of defense for offense here with their substitution patterns, trying to get some good defenders on the floor for the defensive possessions. With fouls and timeouts, they're kind of able to get their guys in at different times. You saw him go James right there for one defensive possession, and then quickly right back to Andrew Thomas, who's the better offensive player. So interesting strategy by both coaches that they're both trying at this point of the game to potentially allow them to, have the best unit on the court for each possession.
Clay will bring it up. Under a minute left to play. He'll pull up for Wade downtown. Almost got it to go. Crane with the putback. And one the old-fashioned way. Chance for the three-point play.
That was a good shot there by John Clay early in the shot clock, potentially trying to throw Trinity a little bit off balance. He misses it just barely, but Seth Crane was able to grab the rebound, put it back up, and give the Eagles a chance to get within 3 points here with a made free throw. If you're watching the broadcast, you can tell the fans are getting on their feet at this point, hoping to will their Eagles to victory in the ball game. The Eagles trail 62-58 with this free throw coming with 45 seconds remaining.
Coach Getch will call timeout here.
Steven, we've definitely seen the Eagles offense struggle a lot in the last couple of minutes. Big play there. Talk to me a little bit about how the momentum gathered there, how they can look to carry that into defense in hopes of a stop and maybe a chance for a three to tie this ball game up.
Well, it's 30-second shot clock, so I don't think it's a necessary need to foul. If you're going to foul early, especially if you don't get into the hands of Rivers or Perry, good free throw shooters. Try to create a force of turnover here. And even if we get the ball, there's still 45 seconds left. We don't have to go for a three. And right now we're not doing so hot on the three-point line. I mean, Clay and Deontay are good three-point shooters, but they're fouling us a lot.
Our three-point line seems to be down low, right underneath the basket. Those and ones have really been great.
Yeah, because they're fouling a lot, and they're in the penalty, so I would say try to go in, maybe even get another three-point play.
Yeah, I think what's going to happen here, you'll see Trinity, they're going to try to milk the clock as much as possible. The Eagles might go for a steal here on the inbounds. I do agree with you. Don't foul right away. If you start finding yourself getting deeper into the shot clock, it may become something, but also you need a really good defensive possession here if you're Coach Getch and the Eagles. A foul gives Trinity the chance to go up by 4 or 5. That's a lot to come back from in the last 20 seconds. So look for a really strong defensive possession here. Maybe the Eagles get a steal. Maybe they're able to get a block and maybe be able to, get back down the court, give themselves a chance to win this game on offense.
Marcus Dixon, number 5, will be looking to inbound here. And like we said, they're not looking to foul here.
Yeah, you see the full court press there from the Eagles with John Clay. A little bit of a mini full court press, not an all-out play. John's playing some pretty good defense right now.
Duncanson almost turned it over there. And Rivers will be going to the line.
John may have gotten away with a little bit of a foul up top there, but he does end up drawing the foul down low. Trinity's going to have a chance to go to the line here, up by 3 with 28 seconds remaining, and a chance to extend their lead and maybe put this game out of reach for the Eagles.
Makes the first. Ethan Payne and Dakota Pratt will be checking into the game, as well as Tyler Rose and Walker here in a little bit. Tyler Rose will be checking in. This is the second. 4-point lead, 25 left to play.
Look for the Eagles to maybe go 2 for 1 here, try to drive the basket, get an easy shot. Big 3 by John Clay.
3 by John Clay.
Huge play by the freshman John Clay, really coming into his own tonight during the ball game. Getting the opportunity, brings the Eagles within 1 with 17 seconds left. Trinity's going to have the ball coming out of the timeout, but look for the Eagles to play some great defense. You see James Shadimu checking in hopes of providing that spark on defense and maybe giving the Eagles a last chance effort to win this ball game.
Yeah, it's really nice to see that they're not giving up here. They're just going to keep playing through. And 63-62 is the score. 17 seconds left to play in the second half. Down to 1 point lead by Trinity. We've seen a lot of exchanges with the leads here, but Trinity's been managing to hold on for a while here now. And we'll see if the Eagles can pull off with the victory here. Your lineup right now for PCC Eagles will be Pratt, Holmes, Andrew Thomas, Tyler Rose, and James. Look at a little bit of a defensive strategy here. I'm pretty sure they'll bring back John Clay, and Dakota Pratt will stay as well as offense. We'll see if they'll look to foul here. And right now, they're almost in trouble. They're going to have to call timeout. Nice defensive effort there by PCC Eagles. Exactly what you want to do from the inbound.
Yeah, great play there. Really trying to put some pressure on Trinity, make them earn this victory. Up by 1 in a hostile environment here in the Arnold R. Horton Sports Center Arena. The Eagles do a great job there of not leaving someone open. They didn't have to foul. Look for a quick foul if they don't get the steal on this possession. Put Trinity at the line, make them earn their points, and then have a chance to come the other way, hit a 2 or a 3 for the win.
Quick timeout here by PCC Eagles. They'll be checking in right now. $17 seconds left to play.
Again, look for the Eagles out of this timeout to try to play some good defense, go for the steal. If they're unable to get the steal, look for them to potentially try to foul here and put, the foul's gonna be on number 3, Markel Perry. Andrew Thomas fouls him. One of their better free throw shooters, but you do barely take only about a second off the clock. So if he makes one or misses one here, it does give you the opportunity to either tie the ball game up with a 2 or hit a 3 to indeed win the ball game potentially.
Big free throws here for Perry. We're hoping for the miss. We'll see what happens here. Way off is the first one. Mikael Walker and Ethan Payne will be checking in for Trinity, as well as John Clay will be checking back in.
Yeah, again, the same strategy there, a little bit of defense for offense. I think Coach likes James a little bit better on defense because of his speed and quickness, but he definitely likes the three-point stroke of John Clay. So John's back in the ball game. The Trinity's going to go ahead and call a timeout here. We're going to go ahead and call a timeout as well. Make sure you stick around. 16.5 seconds left on this game. Eagles down by 1.
And we're back. Markel Perry will be going to line. Missed the first one. 16 seconds left. 1 point lead by Trinity. Misses the second. Rebound by Andrew Thomas. He'll bring the ball up. And a quick timeout by the PCC Eagles.
A great turn of events there if you're Coach Getch and the Eagles. A missed free throw. Andrew's able to advance the ball all the way to half court. The Eagles are going to have a chance. Coach Getch is drawing up a play right now that's potentially going to give the Eagles a chance to win this ball game. Down by 1 with 12 seconds left. Who are you going to if you're Coach Getch?
I mean, again, I would say I would go with Dakota Pratt. I mean, they're in the penalty, so go inside. No need to shoot a three. I know that's really popular now in a lot of professional as well as college, but you're in the penalty. Go down low, get Pratt or Crane. I mean, Crane's not going to be there, so Dakota Pratt, get him to the line. He's a good free throw shooter.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. You know, we mentioned Dakota Pratt earlier in the year. He's shooting almost 67% from the line. Also, maybe look for Andrew Thomas here for a quick slashing layup. But definitely, I agree. Drive the basket, try to get a foul here. 12 seconds left. If you don't have something open, pull it back out and look for the final shot. You don't want to give Trinity another chance here offensively. You're taking the ball game, you're putting it in your hands, and you're trying to win the game right here and right now.
All right, 12 seconds left to play. And first half was really quiet, but now second half is completely opposite. Tale of two halves here.
Yeah, slow offensive half. I think 24-32 at the half. Both teams have had their A game in this half. The Eagles have scored almost 40 points. Trinity's right around 30, so the Eagles have played a great second half. Let's see if they can win the game.
Pratt looks to inbound, gets it to Clay. 10 seconds left to Thomas. Thomas gets to Dakota, big shot here, and it's good! Dakota Pratt with a big shot and gets the lead. 64-63, 3 seconds left to play. And the crowd's loving it. Full timeout here by Trinity Eagles, but what a play. Not sure that's what they wanted, but Dakota pulled it up and it worked.
Yeah, it's definitely not how you draw it up. Dakota's a very good shooter, but a lot of these shots come from inside. Right there, ice water flowing through his veins, drains the shot from about 15 feet, gives the Eagles a 1-point advantage here with 3.5 seconds left. I can tell you Trinity's drawing up a play right now. They're going to have to go the entire length of the court in 3.5 seconds. If I'm Coach Getch and the Eagles, the thing I'm telling my players right now is do not foul. Both teams are in the double bonus. You do not want to give Trinity a chance to win it at the line.
Yeah, and with 3 seconds left, I absolutely agree. No need to foul. Just let them try to bring it up here.
Definitely, if you're the guards for the Eagles, you want to apply pressure, but you don't want to get too close that the refs have an opportunity to make a foul call. You don't want to put the games in the refs' hands. You want to fully control this ball game if you're the Eagles.
3.5 left to play. Completely different second half. Dakota Pratt with a huge shot.
Yeah, Dakota Pratt's had some big games this year. He scored 35, he scored 20, but that's probably the biggest shot of his career to this point. Huge play by Dakota Pratt. I think Coach Getch is going to go ahead and waste one of his last timeouts. He gave Trinity the opportunity to get out here and to see what they were trying to accomplish, and then he makes the smart play there with his last remaining timeout to give them the opportunity to kind of see that and now be able to go back up and draw it up to how to beat that play that they're trying to run.
Big opportunity here, big win. I think it'll be a momentum builder for the upcoming games and just a big energy and a big boost for our Eagles. We need something like this.
Yeah, we're 4-16 on the season. It's been a tough season. We got some guys back after the break, but a game like this is a turning point in a season. The Eagles now know if they can win this game that they can take out Trinity in regionals. They've beaten Trinity College of Florida. They now know that they can also take out Johnson University of Florida. So the Eagles are starting to put together a run here and starting to build some confidence as we go into next weekend's game and then ultimately regionals here at home in February. This will be the first time we ever host regionals, and one of the things that we love to talk about is these fans. It's going to be great to finally play regionals in front of these fans, and it's going to be interesting to see if that's the deciding factor in the Eagles potentially advancing through regionals to nationals this year.
Trinity ball. Marcus Dixon will look to inbound. The crowd is in it. 3.5 left to play. Eagles lead. Almost. It gets it to Rivers. Chandler Rivers takes it all the way. He pulls it up. No good. And that's ball game. Eagles won. Dakota Pratt again with the game winner and saved the team. Big win here. (64-63). It's the final score here. Eagles up by 1. PCC Eagles against the Trinity Eagles. What a ball game.
What a ball game indeed. A huge game for the Eagles, down 8 points at the half. They're able to come all the way back and win 64-63. I want to go ahead and take the opportunity now to talk about our player of the game. It's going to be Dakota Pratt. Who else could it be? Dakota finishes the game with a double-double, 21 points and 10 rebounds, but no play that he had tonight was bigger than the shot he made down here on this end of the court. The Eagles win the game because of the play of Dakota Pratt and some of the other players. Deontay Holmes also finishes the game with 10 points. A great team victory if you're the Eagles, and definitely something that helps you springboard into next week with the big game coming up on Saturday, and ultimately a momentum shifter as we go deeper into this season.
Yeah, I couldn't say it better myself, Noah. And don't forget, next week's a big game, and we'll be ready. Again, on behalf of myself and Noah Frary, thank you again for tuning. Don't forget next week to tune in to Saturday, Bob Jones doubleheader, 1 o'clock, Lady Eagles, and then 3 o'clock the men will play. Do not forget that. Usually it's at night. It will be in the afternoon, and tune in with that. So I want to thank you again on behalf of PCC Eagles. Have a good night.